know really, ain't no head, no gon' tell you the truth. He you know what we here for, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we come from all states and take up the Barclays, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to job be the one, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Back in the building, man. Back in the basement. My apologies. I had to take care of some business, man. Mom's was here, so I ended up having to take her back. We had to pick her up. They had to take her back, man. But we're back in the basement. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. And we got a great show today lined up. Of course, man, we all game heads here. 2K, man, they dropping, I think it's September 5th, if I'm not mistaken. They've already dropped some player ratings. LeBron and Luka are both 96. Well, I have 10 questions this week. I'll name 10 players. These brothers and you guys are going to tell me what you think their rating should be on 2K this year. As well, WNBA players, man, they want more money despite never turning over a profit. How do you feel about that? Now, I think Caitlin Clark making, what, 70,000 or something like that, 77,000 max? Well, I don't know what that was. That was like a villain. But, man, Caitlin Clark, I think is only topping out like 77,000 or something like that. How do you guys feel about that, man? Should they be getting paid more money? And we're going to be talking about a slew of other things, man, as well as Luka, his transformation. We're going to be talking about, give us 5 players that if they would have got their body in tip-top shape, kind of like what we see Luka is doing, Michael Jordan has done it, their career would have either flourished or they would have had a much longer career. So, but before we get into any of that, I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves. Old Heads, episode 156, man, back in the basement. Happy to be back.
I'm just an old head on the couch, man. Get with us.
That's your man, Hendo G, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. the man to be smoking that stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, of course, this y'all first time checking us out, man. We start every episode, man, with Hendo's Hot Take. Hendo, what's the hot take?
Yes, sir.
Shit, man, we gotta give a big shout out to Antonio Gates for making it, Hall of Fame, man. This is one of the only players in the NFL history, Hall of Famer, who never played a single snap of college football, man. Right. He actually played basketball. He actually played for Kent State, where he averaged 20 points and 7.7 rebounds as a senior, went undrafted, and then came in and earned 8 Pro Bowls, 3 first teams, all pro honors, second team, all pro nods, and shit, Hall of Fame. No chip though, but man, for him not to play a single snap in college, that's a crazy type of.
That's a crazy stat. I've never heard anything like that.
He's the only one to ever do it.
How the fuck did they know? You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
just,
this
he
is
was
crazy.
they walked on. They seen what Dog was doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was like, we can fit. You're really too tall to be a wide receiver on their level. So let's put you at tight end and see what you can do. And when we think of guys like Jimmy Graham and Gronk, and Gronk and them was a little bigger though. But this guy's height wise. You know what I'm saying? This man was tall as shit. So when you think of like Tony Gonzalez and stuff like guys who can really go and get that ball at that tight end position, he has to be one of the ones. And obviously his numbers prove it, man. This man was a dog, man. And a lot of basketball players end up becoming football players. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they played a little bit of football first.
True, but
to not have
going and getting that ball never really
that's
stops.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's a tendency you pick up in basketball, going and
I
getting
just think that's a dope ass stat. That's one of the coldest stats I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Absolutely. Hey, and that is Hendo's Hot Take, man. Congrats, Antonio Gates. What I'm actually, Hendo was talking about it, he might have been, between him and Tony Gonzalez, they kind of started that trend of the NFL looking at basketball players and putting them at that tight end position because both of those guys are so
Randy
successful.
Moss. Shit.
Yeah, he played wide receiver.
True, but
I'm saying as far as a tight end position,
Yeah,
it was
tight end,
between Antonio Gates
Yeah,
and Gonzalez.
a lot of them.
But definitely wide receivers too. Moving right into Black Fact of the Week. Excuse me. With 2K and Madden coming out, did you know the first black character in a video game was John Q? which in 1979 Atari 800 basketball, which was a 1979 Atari 800 basketball game. The updated graphics made it possible to give representation to different skin tones.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. Did my homework. I wasn't just kicking it. But yeah, man, I found that super interesting. John Q, the first black, first black character in the video games. Right? Super dope. To see where we came now, man. Super dope. Sports entertainment news. Shannon Sharp, man, Uncle Shay, was fired from ESPN officially. Is there any chance he will ever be on a major sports station again, or is podcasting his future? Y'all out there, let us know how y'all feel too, man.
I ain't never gonna shoot down a man's dreams, you know. Whatever color, but like especially a brother, man. Like it ain't no way I can be like, you know, sit your ass down, because you know, if that was my uncle, you know, I may advise that to him, you know. But you know, same point in time, you know, I can't, you know what I'm saying, wholeheartedly tell a man, you know, or like hope he don't get any more opportunities to do something that he like to do, and you know what I mean. So shit, if that opportunity is there for him and he's still willing to do it, you know, I'll probably be watching dude as a fucking character. They let him bring some more Hennessy and Black and Miles on himself. Same point in time, shit, you know, it ain't looking good for fam, man. It ain't looking good, you know. It'd be different if he like went from ESPN to FS1. When you go from, I mean, I guess optics or whatever, I can paint the same picture the opposite way too, I guess. But it's fucked up that, you know, he was already at FS1. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's the other, you know, major network. So like with those two out of the way, I'm not sure where you go with this. It's not like he's an analyst. You know what I'm saying? Where he can just pop up and analyze games and some shit, you know. He do what he do, just commentating. That's cool, but it's kind of different.
It looked like he just got another Chicago woman. This was a day ago from Fox News 32. Chicago woman files $20 million defamation lawsuit against Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson.
And Chad Johnson.
Well, it says Shannon Sharp, Chad Johnson. I'm not sure if that's implement both of them, but it's definitely
Right.
Shannon Sharp for sure.
Man, this shit is just crazy, man. Like, you don't know if things are money grab. You know, once one motherfucker get a suit settled, there's always gonna be somebody else that want to tag along and claim whatever. And I don't want to compromise her, like the situation or whatever she claiming is, you know, illegitimate. You know, but so without the facts, it's hard to really speak on. So with that being said, Shannon, just stay away from these motherfuckers. What fan tell you? Get you a woman, get you a wife, man. Go and get married, settle the hell down, come home to something every night. Cause it don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? The way motherfuckers are like really trying to drag you like that. I mean, he a colorful character. He may say any motherfucking thing. We all know somebody like that. And the way certain things can be taken out of context too.
It's saying Shannon Sharp is being sued for $20 million after the former ESPN star shamed a woman over a viral flirty video with Usher and wrongly alleged her husband left her over the incident.
Oh man, she gonna have to get over that. See what I'm saying?
That's why I want to say that.
Yeah, thank you for the context on that.
Yeah. Because
that's completely a money grab. This broad is just jumping on whatever. If that's the case, then
and he just settled a $50 million lawsuit with a woman who accused him of rape.
Exactly. Take some accountability, man. You was the one who jumped on stage in the motherfucker first place. And your shit was probably already a mess like a motherfucker at home. If your ass would do some shit like that in the first place, so don't get to blame Shannon for some shit that was already fucked up. That's point number one. Point number motherfucking two is people on TV got a right to talk about anything that's on social media. Shit, it's 2025. So if his words are piercing, guess what? Get some thicker motherfucking skin. Because there's gonna be a whole bunch of other people that said some shit too. Are you only mad at Shannon? Or are you only mad at those comments because they pertain to you? Because there's a lot of harsh shit being said in this world. Get over it.
Hey, and straight like that, man. You got anything to say about it, though?
What was the question?
Shannon Sharp.
That's fucking with you.
And you think you ever be on another major news station again?
I mean, what for? I mean, Shannon has.
Damn. What for?
I mean, it just we can't pull him to certain things because he's not really a career analyst. He's a debate guy. He debates facts and stuff. So unless he has somebody else with him, like a Chad Osho or something like this, who can double back and help debate or strike debatable conversations or funny points, what the fuck for? Dog does a really great job of podcasting now, which is a huge platform. You can become famous off of something that went viral or a show you used to do back in the 70s or 80s, or if you were once on something, you can still do that. But Club Shay Shay is a very, very successful show. I would just go and do this full time and start to get better and bigger people on there and just do shit like that. That's successful. Take that in your liquor line and fall back on that. Just be do what do. That's all it is, because now you're on a platform where you can say whatever the fuck you want, and they can ridicule you. Yeah, nobody can sue you from this stuff like that.
You get to drink a little.
Right, you get to enjoy yourself, and this is the way we want to see him, because that's why we watch Club Shay Shay, and this is why we're tuning into what he's doing, because of Club Shay Shay. That shit with Cat Williams boosted both their careers, a lot of likes, a lot of views. He got paid off that. Stick with stuff like that. That's where you get the grind. You get a one-on-one person. You get this. Y'all get to settle down, have whatever type of time y'all want, and do that. Now you're finding yourself out where I don't think, like, if you're doing a podcast, that's not really going to fluctuate because you have an off the podcast incident. Nobody's going to sit here and fire you from your podcast. Take the money that you got from that shit, do your podcast. Put more money into that and work that. Motherfuckers are making millions off that. So it makes no sense to sit here and go to a station where you have to conform to a person's liking. Do you. And that's what you want to do. Be comfortable. Have Chad as a permanent co-host or some shit, or a third host, and put more money and make it Shay Shay and Company.
I like that.
You know?
I like that. Moving for one, excuse me, man, it seems like our brothers, man, we're in the news this week, man. Another one of the podcasting brothers, Gilbert Arenas, was arrested on running an illegal gambling business. Any chance he served real time in prison?
That boy played too much. All I know is he got a sense of humor anywhere. If they put him in jail, they need a camera on him the whole time. This nigga's hilarious, man. This dude, you can't stop his sense of humor. He just played too much. You know, it's just fucking hilarious, this guy. But, yeah, man, he honestly said exactly what I'm looking to hear from a motherfucker in that position, which is exactly why Mike Vick, I hate to bring up old shit, is why this motherfucker went to jail. That's just what he said. I'll never forget. They were at Canton. It was in the off season. They were all wearing suits, these players, and some reporter was over his left shoulder, and the last thing, they talking about the dog shit, and the last thing he leaned over and said was, motherfuckers always gonna love Mike Vick. He turned his shoulder on him and kept walking. I'm thinking to myself, oh no, that didn't look good. And this is before I knew any of the dog charges or a motherfucker could possibly go to jail. Wow. I was just thinking, nigga, that was pretty rude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they was gonna really make an issue with the shit, but that's just how you should have handled that shit initially. Oh, what? On one of my properties? Yeah, right up. See, already placing doubt. You got a lot of properties, can't keep being in one place at all times, right? You may not know what's going on here. It's the way you respond. Well, one of my properties. I don't want to see right into this type of shit. We will see about that. You know what I mean? You clearly took a side, the right side. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Initially, you get right out in front of it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be a motherfucker's publicist or some shit, but that's how you know what I mean? The same point, but that's why you just be gracious, because when you are and you speak nicely with motherfuckers, that's how it's taken though. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to that whatever attitude about it type shit. But yeah, man, I feel like Gilbert Arenas, he at least said the right thing. Let's just hope his facts stand up in court where he really rented out the crib. He came in, did whatever the fuck, and he had no knowledge of this at all.
Well, hopefully.
That's what he claimed.
Endo, how you feel?
That nigga ain't gonna do it on time. You're gonna pay a high fine. You're gonna tell on niggas. That's just how it's gonna go.
Oh, wow.
He's already probably been open about that shit. He'll let him know shit. I wasn't there. It was dog, and dog. It was they were running the casino. I had nothing to do with it. They were doing it. Bro, that's telling to me. Granted, it's on the behalf, but he's going to clear his name. They're going to hit him with a high five on some conspiracy or some shit. They'll find a way to book him on that. He won't do no time. He'll get a large fine. And that'd be it, man. Slap on the wrist, some house probation, some shit like that, because he's a high-profile celebrity. He can do his podcast from the crib. That's all that's going to happen, man. We know how this road.
I think I would have to agree, man. I don't. He didn't seem like it was nothing too serious to me. I think it's something frivolous myself. But hey, Uncle Sam, they always want to get theirs, don't they?
I'm trying to
Shit,
tell you.
you gotta
They
pay
always
that.
wanna get
You gotta
theirs.
pay that tax.
Oh,
huh?
really making money.
Monopoly showed you that.
Yeah. Shit, Trump showed you that.
Gotta pay that tax.
But gotta moving right along, man. Man, this has been crazy this week, man. WNBA players made a huge statement over the All-Star break about wanting more money.
Them shirts, man. Them shirts hilarious, dog.
So, do you guys feel they deserve more money right now? Where only 9% of the revenue goes to players.
Let me start this off.
Oh, yeah.
Let me start this
You
off.
guys out there, let us know.
I think
how y'all
this
feel.
is kind of like a trick question. You know what I'm saying? Because of course
Yeah.
they deserve
This candy right here.
They deserve
because I got something to say.
this
now
money.
and later about this.
Athletes deserve money. You know what I'm saying? They play, they do the stakes, they go out there, they sacrifice their body for the career, whatever. But let's keep it real. Y'all don't make no fucking money to pull away. There's no revenue. You can only squeeze so much juice out of a lemon. You cannot squeeze a gallon of juice out of a lemon. Y'all lost $40 million last year as an organization, the WNBA, $40 million, and that was a higher revenue. That was one of their best years. That type of money comes out of large people's pockets. You cannot just see pain. It's called what you bleed in something out. You have to be able to turn a revenue to make money. I'm all for the WNBA women players to be getting this money. They deserve it. But can you get more? No. There's only so much piece of the pie, and everybody has to eat. Now, what you guys should be doing is helping endorse. You guys got to go out and like do a little bit more working on the outside of the WNBA. Be a little bit more voluntary. Pop up on certain things. Try to work your way into movies or something like that to get visibility. That's what you guys need. This is no more than like when the NBA was dying and Magic and Bird came in there. You guys just got to do a little bit more. And I hate to say that because you've done a lot, but this is just an ugly truth. This is an ugly truth. When we talk about money, it comes down to selling tickets. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell seats. It comes down to merchandise, selling jerseys. You know, come out and getting that. And it comes down to what you can sell inside that arena on game night. This is big numbers. Hot dogs, food, stuff like this. And if you guys ain't packing up shows, they're not selling out that. And then they not buying jerseys. That's what the problem is. Because even on a bad night, the Bulls and the Bucks are packing jerseys. They're packing in there. Everybody's coming in with a Giannis jersey. Everybody's coming in with a, you know what I'm saying, a Kobe White jersey. Everybody's coming in, packing in. That's what you have to do. And whatever you guys have to do that, that's just what you have to do to take the next step. You can't sit here and blame the WNBA because they're not turning a dollar. You have to help them turn a dollar. Your stars have to do star shit. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the truth.
How you feel, Bill?
I concur.
Concur?
Hey, man, that's just hilarious, man. You know, verbatim. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the business. I mean, I don't know what you expect motherfuckers to do. I would love to, you know, give everybody incrementally a little raise or whatever, something on top of something. But like you said, this is a plummeting league almost. You know, it's at its beginning stages and you're going to have to be patient. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole thing. So I get it. And I also want to say, whoever came up with that idea for the motherfucking towels and shirts and shit, let them cook, that was a horrible idea for women. That's like saying shut up and dribble or something almost to it. I mean, it's on the lines of that. You know what I mean? But this is worse. So it's like telling a chick to get in the kitchen or something in her place. Like it can be misconstrued for that. It's okay, we let y'all go because it was the women doing when it's a woman on woman crime, we'll let it fly. But like same point in time, man, if a dude would have said some shit like this, motherfucking.
They said the WNBA roughly made anywhere between 180 million to 200 million last year as an organization.
That's nice.
The NBA
Yeah.
made 11 billion.
Yeah, we're talking about billions of dollars. This is why they can afford this.
This is why we're talking about something that's like a net difference and stuff. This is talking about what the actual organization made compared to what it is. It's kind of hard to pay players $1 million here, there, and here. If there are, I don't know, what is there, like 28 teams in the WNBA?
Absolutely not.
What is it?
In the WNBA, I'm not sure. This is less though.
20 teams? How many?
It's like
WNBA.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be a stubby job.
You funny as hell.
Shit. Yeah, absolutely.
13 teams.
Yeah.
So we have 13
Like Bill Russell
teams.
days,
We have
Exactly.
13
They
teams
playing
with
the Bill
what?
Russell. They playing the Bill Russell days.
So-
So there's 13 teams. You should get Bill Russell pay.
All right. So, all right. So you're saying they don't deserve more money?
Oh, they deserve more money.
They deserve more money,
You ain't getting no more money.
but they're not getting any more money.
Yeah,
but they
no.
deserve more money.
They deserve more money.
Okay. You say they deserve more money, or they don't.
But there's you can't get no more money. I'm sorry. There's only so much piece of the pie.
But they don't. But they don't deserve more money.
They deserve the money, but they're not going to
They
get.
kind
the
of
money.
don't deserve the money.
So, okay. So you're saying they don't deserve.
I can
money.
make a case for them not deserving.
I think they
the
do
money.
deserve
Okay.
it, the athlete on the athlete status. But let's be real with the organization. If we're not pulling in money, I can't get the money if we're not pulling in money.
Okay. So I'm just so we get it clear for the audience. You're saying they don't deserve.
That's an incredible stance to take. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say they do deserve it, but I can make an argument for why they don't deserve it.
Fair. And you said they don't deserve it. You said they do deserve it.
Yeah.
They should get a raise, but we don't know where the money's
Yeah,
coming from.
Exactly.
I would love to give you a raise, but hey, my pockets are empty.
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
You
I
need
won't
to-
say empty, but the money we have is like kind of fluid. Where like we gotta make more money with this money.
Well, okay. Let's keep it up. Okay.
Teams,
So we have 13 teams, and we see a handful of the stars wear these shirts to the event. Okay, these are stars. We're talking about people who are choosing a certain type of lifestyle, because some of these are a little bit more glamorous than the other. Now, I would say the average female's upkeep, as these are grown women, is going to be nails, hair, stuff of that sort, pedicures, things like that. So their upkeep is a little bit more rent, stuff like that. And I can see why they want this money, because the upkeep is hard to keep up with, pesos, all right? But a lot of the other ladies in the league who have learned to manage have managed. You don't really see all of them.
Every time you say words, I just keep hearing the sponsors that they can get, but they're not going this route.
But
Why
some
don't you
some
have
are.
makeup artists as motherfucking sponsors?
And that's
why don't you have hair
and that's-
products and whatever?
that's
sponsors?
where- and that's
And
where I-
motherfuckers that's- I mean, because they're a major business. It's easy for them to get sponsors.
You're correct.
It's different if you were a regular person.
You're correct.
You know what I mean? But if you, the WNBA, you should be able to attract sponsors. Like all
Don't you have an
types
agent?
of,
Don't you have an agent?
you know
for
what I'm
that?
saying? To run through, we got commercials for you
Movies,
every time I game.
videos.
Like all types of shit. It should just be ads and shit when you watch.
I
these
remember
motherfucking
old
games.
rap videos that would have WNBA players in it.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
I don't understand how, but it's like you need that money to promote and shit too, though.
no,
So
I
it's
get
like
that. I guess this is my stance,
they
right?
ain't making no.
The WNBA generated over 200 million, or close to 200 million, definitely 200 if not more million in 2024 from the sources I saw. While the league lost, that was their best year, but the league lost 50 million last year, right? The WNBA secured, but this is why I say they absolutely deserve more money, and they will be getting more money. The WNBA secured a media rights deal for $2.2 billion starting in 2026. According to some reports, the WNBA revenue is expected to exceed $1 billion in 2025. As of right now, WNBA players receive 9.3% of the profit. Now, I understand the WNBA has never turned a profit in its 28-year history. Totally understand that. But with Caitlin Clark, as much as people might not want to hear,
Right.
but with Caitlin Clark, and then you look at, I think, what she is for a certain demographic, we're going to leave it at that. We have another young lady named Juju Watkins. I think when she comes into the league, she's going to be that Caitlin Clark for another demographic. But I think where she's going to have that instant impact, kind of like what Angel Reese is, but better. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they absolutely, you talk
More
about
exciting.
more exciting. You talk about the Sparks and Cameron Brink and people looking at her as almost like could be a supermodel, and they are starting to, venture off and, having deals and being more recognizable.
Yeah.
And I think
But you have to.
I think it's
Got to.
I think it's dope that now, you see they actually show them as they're coming into the arena, and girls are dressing up, in different outfits and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, as much as I hate to say it, sex sells. Even though it might not be sexy, even women like to see.
I just think women like shit sales. It don't even really have to be sex.
No, but I'm just saying, but just seeing these I shouldn't say sex, but getting them chance to see their personality.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think back when Don Staley and all them, we didn't really get to see their personality. We always saw them in sweats or on the court. Mm-hmm. Now we actually get to see some of these girls' personality, and I think that's where the deals come in.
Yeah.
So I think with this new media deal securing $2.2 billion, they'll absolutely be getting more money. I don't think it'll be like the NBA. Well, I think NBA players get 50. I think it's 50, 49 or 50. It's either 49 or 51% of the TV deal. That's why NBA player contracts are so high.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it'll be that 50%, but 9.3%. I think that's kind of terrible. I think I would say 20, maybe even go as high as to 25%.
I'm about to say they at least get 15.
Yeah.
I think agents get
Well,
like 15.
they're in
20%.
contract, so everything gets changed. And
Yeah.
So it's like you have to
negotiate.
give it time. Like I said, you deserve it, but it's just
Like,
you gotta wait for
but
things
like
to
I
go
say,
through.
this year they expect the WNBA
Yeah, I
to
definitely agree.
exceed $1 billion. So I get what everybody's saying, but they absolutely deserve more money. It's no different than, I get they never turned a profit, but like you said, they're going from that Bill Russell era moving into that Dr. J era.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So okay, maybe the NBA Finals isn't on tape delay now. Maybe we're watching it live. So these players right now who are starting to turn that around, yes, they deserve more money. It is what it is. But y'all out there, man, in the comments, let us know how y'all feel about it. Moving right along, some football, man. Caleb has struggled, reports say, in camp, and Ben Johnson has been extremely hard on him. Is this what Caleb needs? And should we look at this year as Caleb's rookie year, or should we expect him to be a top 10 quarterback after next season?
Man, the way I look at it is, man, like he's just a great throw of the ball ad-libber, which can be, you can take him outside of the box and he's still comfortable. So I like the idea of conformity. I like the idea of playing within the box, because whenever shit go haywire, then his beauty show, as opposed to being haywire the whole time and it just looks sloppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I do like, I don't know. I feel like Ben is bringing a culture here where I heard he kicked a couple of guys off the team and shit too. You know what I'm saying? They was on some bullshit, but like, I like the culture that he bringing, and I like to see when even a Tim Duncan can be coached hard by Coach Pop. You know what I'm saying? When your star player, when everybody see that, this guy ain't perfect, and we got shit to work on as a team, as a whole, then, it's kind of encouraging, especially when shit is going your way. You know what I mean? Like, what if we out here successful? We know we got shit to work on in practice, but we out here winning games. What if that happened? You know what I'm saying? So shit, yeah, I ain't mad at motherfuckers getting coached hard at all.
Endo, how you feel about it, man?
I think with the lack of coaching from last year, I think Caleb may have found his way into some bad habits on the field that he may have brought, from college. And there were some issues and some flaws in his games coming from USC, coming into his first years of being the Bear. And then the lack of coaching, like I just said, didn't help. So I think Dog picked up a couple bad habits. I think Ben Johnson's reviewed these bad habits, and it's his job to not only build a winning culture, but to get an attitude in our locker room, as well as coach up Caleb and work him out of these bad habits. And all that's not going to happen in just a single training camp. This is supposed to be hard. This is a new system. This is a winning system. It's supposed to be. So there's going to be perfection that's asked. And sometimes there's going to be growing pains. And this is what I want to hear in my training camps. I want to hear about the ups and downs because that means there's growth. The one thing that Caleb Williams has done a great job of is not shying away from all this negativity, but growing and expanding on it. That's what they show him rebounding as well, just as good. Coming back the next day as fired up, learning and actually learning from his mistakes, which is what you want to see because a lot of people dwell on the mistakes and then they hit that plateau area and they're just mediocre. But he's working hard day in and day out in order to try to be better and better and better, and that's kind of what you want to see. You know, they don't talk about all that. They'll talk about the interceptions thrown, the touchdowns thrown, but they don't show how, you know, how quicker that, you know, pre-snap look and how he was getting that line, you know, the team to the line, getting that snap goal, looking crisp, making the plays look crisp. That's what it's all about. So Ben Johnson's doing what he has to do. This is what he needs.
Let's go.
I'm personally ecstatic. I'm happy to hear that. Pretty much to piggyback on what B.I. was saying. That was kind of the thing with Caleb is that I think people have to understand he's pretty much been a phenom since high school. And then you go in from taking over from a guy, Spencer Rattler, who a lot of people thought was going to win the Heisman that year. He comes in for him, takes over, goes to USC, does phenomenal there, wins the Heisman, this and that, does all these things in college, pretty much playing backyard football. And he's been successful in it. So it's kind of hard to tell a 22-year-old kid something that you've been great at your whole life. Hey, this ain't going to work at this level. And he had to get humble. But I think when you look at everything he was put up against last year, I think if Jaden Daniels would have had just a normal rookie season, I don't think people would be looking at Caleb Williams the same way. He had almost, I think, 3,500 yards, another almost 500 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns, and 6 INTs. With, we're not gonna do that here on this show. We're not gonna just dog people who are professionals. But he didn't have the best coaching. Definitely didn't have the best offensive line.
Or offensive coordinator, shit.
Or offensive coordinator.
Oh, guess
on top of Jaden Daniels arguably having the best rookie quarterback season of all time.
I receive a screen.
So I think people really need to put it in context. Me personally, I'm looking at this as his rookie year.
I can't do that.
I'm looking at this as his rookie year. I think people have, because quarterbacks are so good now coming out of college, you have Jaden Daniels, you have C.J. Stroud, but I think people forget before, and you look at like the 80s and even early 90s, I would even say 90s or 90s all the way through, you developed a quarterback. Yeah. You gave them until their third season, after their third season to really see where they're at. And I think it's really hard. Caleb has to learn a completely new system. And I love what B.I. said because that's really his problem. Jared Goff is horrible when things break down, everything isn't going right.
Right.
Caleb's problem is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
That's something you can coach.
He strives in chaos.
That's something you can coach.
Yeah.
To coach
you
that
can
out
make
of
him a robot like
you.
Golf.
Exactly.
And then he get the duties of a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
Go wrong.
Exactly.
But you make sure you on time with this.
Exactly. But all of that is going to come with time, which is why I think you're not going to. Caleb Williams, week 1, in my personal opinion, is going to be a completely different player. Caleb Williams, week 10.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just in my personal opinion,
reps against
motherfuckers. He is far too talented, and I think if people really don't understand the type of year Jaden Daniels had the greatest rookie quarterback season.
Was it better than Dan Marino?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't remember Dan Marino.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if that was he went to the Super Bowl or not. I just know Dan went to the Super Bowl.
But let's keep it a buck though. Last year, I believe the Redskins, to me, had a top 3 coaching staff. Yeah. Let's look at some of the guys that's behind that stuff. I'm just saying that was a really well put together staff, and it had a lot to do with the new owner.
They had good.
Everything was the weakest shit on their team was the quarterback and the wide receivers. They fixed the quarterback, made the wide receivers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I really felt about them before. You know what I mean? Well, with that coaching staff in place, you just take Jaden off.
But that's a good staff, man.
Yeah.
And we watched
Definitely a good staff. But like I think Caleb is going
they
to
made that staff
surprise a
happen.
lot of people, man. This year, I think he got a lot of flack, and I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited to hear that he is having growing pains, because that's what you need. I think that's what made Patrick Mahomes, is having a coach there too.
Drew Brees, Tom Brady.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Drew Brees was good in San Diego.
Yeah, he was.
And
He
then
just got
apparently
hurt.
he was good in Purdue.
But a lot of these times you do hear about these guys struggling in practice, is what I'm saying. There was times where I heard some of these guys struggling in practice, but that's what you do. That's where you get all the nicks out, is in practice.
Yeah.
And then not only that, though, what I don't want to just undershadow is, do think, though, Caleb might be throwing some picks, but maybe our defense has gotten a lot better, though, and then maybe this Dennis Allen's defense is really clicking, making it difficult on a Caleb Williams like this to make these eccentric throws and make this shit tighter than what it is. That's
we
what I
look
think
anything
too.
like Detroit. We look anything like Detroit. The way they call plays.
I think the defense
just
is
with the
look
way
better.
that they call plays on offense. Caleb is going to throw less interceptions. You know what I mean?
Well,
or somewhere still around. He's still going to throw them, but it ain't going to be a whole bunch, because it's like throwing less. It's like less. The throws that they have that they want him to make are less risk.
But that's why I said that's where our defense is making him fine tune that. The way our defense is going. Maybe I think a lot of people are undershadowing our defense because they keep on talking about this Caleb. I'm just saying, I think they're really forcing him to be better, because I think we have. I think we really do. Yeah, I mean, that's an option, but I think we really do have a tight defense right now with Dennis Allen coaching.
We'll see, man. I'm excited, man. Moving right along, man. First segment of the week is Paige Beckers having a better rookie season than Caitlin Clark, despite CC having a historic rookie season. Now, Caitlin Clark last year, her rookie season, 19.2 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, which led the league, but 5.7 turnovers a game, which also led the league. Team record, 20-20, third in the East. They got swept in the first round. Now, Paige Beckers this year, 18.5 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2.1 turnovers per game. Team record, 8-21, 7th in the West, 3.8% chance of making the playoffs. Is Paige having a better year?
Well, Caitlin did have a little bit of help when she got that other chick. They didn't score. It was kind of straight when she got that too.
Well, I mean,
yeah, as far as
the
team,
former number one overall pick.
yeah, just as far as team success, as far as making the playoffs. So I don't want to just throw making the playoffs out the window. But when you got more help, you got more help. But we talking about individual. Yeah,
Paige got a
individual.
Enrique though.
I'm going Paige still. I'm going with the girl who shoot 34% from three, because Caitlin Clark is known for the three, and at 27.9%, that's putrid. I don't even care if that is.
That's
good.
this year. That's
This year.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's this year.
Interesting. But that changes still. But guess what? I'm always going Paige. You know what I'm saying? I like the machine that is Paige. I've always compared her to a Kevin Durant. I'm always picking her in the conversation over not always, but amongst certain people, even if the numbers are comparable, I'm still picking Paige. She a monster, man. Y'all gonna have to deal with that shit for a long ass time, because it don't look like she the type that want to quit. She love playing this game too. She having an awesome time out there.
Yeah.
She really having fun.
Really having a good one.
34% last year for Caitlin.
34. Okay, that's a little bit better. You know, in the men's
90% from the free throw line.
In the men's league, you know, you're in a good 3-point shooter till you hit 36, 37 at least.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I ain't trying to compare it to the dudes. It's just, you know, she shoot a lot. She got a bad shot selection. Maybe she tightened that shit up, and maybe I don't know. But,
Did she tell? Well, she only took 3 threes a game.
who, Caitlin?
No, take that back. 9.
I'm about to say, not
Nine.
Caitlin, goddammit.
9
3
threes
in
a
a
game.
row.
Yeah, for real.
And she taking 8. So for her career, 8.7 a game.
I'm trying to tell you, she let that shit ride. Some of them bitches
32%
off balance and
for
shit
a
off
career.
one leg, and
She be forcing them shits too.
And what is she for career?
32%.
32%. I mean, on the guys level, that's putrid. You know, they would ask you not to shoot the ball anymore. But, you know, on a lady level, I'm not sure what the league is averaging from three. So maybe she's better than the league from three at that point in time. All I know is I'm going with the machine gun that is Paige Becker. She letting that motherfucker fly too. She taller. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just feel like she can get to a few more shots that Caitlyn can't. You know, Caitlyn is tricky with the shits, but maybe if she was stronger, maybe when she get into a woman body or something, where she can really maneuver the way she really want to maneuver, like the way she did on the kids, because on adults, those women are strong, man. Like, you only doing but half the shit that you can imagine if you Caitlyn Clark. You know what I mean, out here. So, like, I feel like Paige got more of an arsenal.
Right on average is 34% for the WNBA this year.
So she average.
For her career is 32%.
So she's under average. But she's known as a three-point shooter. Hey, look, I'm not here to hate on Caitlyn Clark. I like
Diamond
Caitlyn
Miller
Clark.
this year is shooting 44%. I cannot say this young lady's name. We're just going to say her last name, Mustafa. Shoot 45.7%.
Very disrespectful.
Tierra McCown from Dallas, 55%. Carmela Cardoza leads the league with 51.9%.
That's tough.
But I'm pretty sure she hasn't. I'm pretty sure she hasn't taken many.
I'm about to say, but you got to take the bare minimum to even be in the conversation.
Facts. Yeah, how you feel about him though?
Paige, she got a more bag than Caitlyn. That's just what it is. Caitlyn is a very deep range shooter, and it could be on and off. But I like Paige's array of shots. She has more of a bag as far as how she can get to her shots a little bit better. I feel like Caitlyn will work better off screens and stuff like that, pick and rolls, find that little area where I feel like Paige is a pure scorer. She can get to her spot. She knows how to get to where she needs to go. And she's a bucket getter. Shit, like her name's is
that jump
buckets.
shot anywhere. She get to that jump
She
shot.
just know how to get to it. Some you know, that's like, you know, she just know her spots, like a Josh Smith. You know where to go on your floor. You know how to get to this shot. If this is a hook shot, I know to do it right here. If this is a backboard shot, I know to do it. Caitlyn's just a shooter from deep range. You know, she might go to the bucket, but she works very well off pick and rolls. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you need her to consistently go in and hit this mid-range shot off the backboard or do a hook shot, she's gonna struggle with that shit. Where Paige, she flourishes that shit like that. You know, she has a bag. So I'm going to go with the pure scorer because of her bag right there. You know,
She's also third in the league in steals at 1.8 a game.
that has nothing to do with the bag to me. Her offensive aurora is enough for me.
No, I'm saying Paige.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her offensive aurora is enough. How she can flow on that floor and get to her spots, that's enough to me.
Got you.
That's
Tim
Tim Duncan.
You said not even defensive, that don't even matter. It's
Right.
Even just from an offensive
Just
standpoint.
just
you would
right
still
there. I
take
just
her.
going, yeah. Height, everything. You got monster.
Yeah, I'm going with that person.
Who would I take? Is she having a better season than CC? I would have to say no. And the reason why I would say no is that Paige, as good as she is, has not learned how to make players around her better. And I think that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge thing when you look at that numbers being similar. Now I get CC, a lot of turnovers, almost 6 turnovers a game. That is a lot.
Especially for a point guard.
Especially for
Somebody that's
a
supposed to be-
point guard. But I also have to put into context, Magic Johnson turned the ball over a lot.
Correct.
Isaiah Thomas turned the ball over a lot.
Yeah.
Jason
So
Kidd
it's
turned
basically like take your pick, a point guard, a facilitator, or a shooter. Or a
exactly,
scorer, you know what I'm
and
saying?
she can kind of do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because she also did. She had a lot of turnovers, but she also did lead the league in scoring.
Yeah.
And then that after that All-Star break, she really got that Indiana Fever team going. Now, granted, a lot of people we watch, especially me. We watch sports. People don't realize Aaliyah Boston was the #1 overall pick the year before. You know what I'm saying? So she it'll be like basically like we got Tim Duncan, we had David Robinson, now we're gonna bring in Tim Duncan type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But Aaliyah Boston was not the same player until Caitlyn Clark came. and she really got that team going. So I think with their numbers being similar and her being able to get them to that 3rd seed, I mean, they were the worst team in the league the year prior, which is why they had the #1 overall pick. So I think in order as a rookie to put up similar numbers that Paige is putting up on top of making her team better, getting them to that 3rd seed. Granted, they got swept in the first round. She's a rookie, but I would have to give the slight edge to Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
Moving to 4, give me Paige all day,
Yeah.
because I don't know if Caitlin's going to be that type of Zion type player, to where she hurt all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
But because that was one of the things they said about her was that she's a little small on the smaller side.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing with real women now.
Yo.
You playing with a short me.
You
You know what I'm saying? You playing with Alicia Thomas is a dog.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson, dog.
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum, dog. Big mouth dog.
Big old mouth too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's
Stewie.
a dog.
Stewie, one of my favorite players, Stewie.
Yeah.
You know, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be the only thing for her in her shot selection. I hate Caitlin's shot selection.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate.
That's
it.
what the problem is.
She's going to have to learn
How to come off closer screens.
She'll do better being. She'll do better off. She'll help her team a lot more. Instead of giving them 20-9 or 23-9, you'll do a lot better if you give them 17 and 13.
That team would do a lot better if they got Steve Kerr for a coach.
That would be
They
phenomenal
need another
too.
coach.
Funny.
That'd be
ass
phenomenal
funny.
too.
They need to tighten
But,
that shit up, all that extra.
I really like that, man. So I think you both took Paige. I think I only one that took CC. You really can't go wrong. They're
You can't go
They're
wrong
both
either way.
generational talents, in my opinion. But speaking of another generational talent, Luka is getting praise for his physical transformation in the offseason. Name 5 players whose career would have lasted longer or simply flourished if they took an offseason to get themselves in top physical condition. I'll kick it off at number 5. Excuse me. Now, these are players who I picked who were not all-stars. I think it would have been easy to say like a Sean Kemp or something like that. So I took players who didn't necessarily meet their full potential because they didn't take care of their body. Number 5 for me, big old man, Oliver Miller.
Oh wow, that's my honorable mention.
Yeah, big old Oliver Miller.
Yeah.
I liked him because I'm big and I'm an O2, and then he has super talent, and I was a big Oliver Miller fan. Big O.
Okay, well shit, I did the exact opposite. I took all the stars.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so number 5, I'm going Derek Coleman. Because I thought dog was cold as a bitch. And I felt like if he was ever in awesome shape, nigga, it'd have been over.
Charles Barkley once said Derek Coleman could have been the best player in the league.
Yeah, he was that
That's
cold.
coming from Chuck Wagon.
He was that cold.
Yeah. Shaquille O'Neal, I was just looking at things. Shaquille O'Neal talked about he had never got dunked on until Derek Coleman dunked on him in the league. And he said he didn't realize he got dunked on until the ball went through the net and hit him in the face.
Man,
Yeah, Derek Coleman,
he was like that. You know what I'm saying? He was
you
really
young
like
dudes,
that.
go look at Derek Coleman. I literally just played.
dunker.
I literally just played a season with him in 2K last year. Him and Kenny Anderson, one of the biggest what ifs 1-2
I'm trying to
combos.
tell you.
Oh my
They both
God!
had to handle.
Oh my!
You know what
Oh,
I'm
they
saying?
both lefties.
You know what I'm saying? 2
Oh
lefties
my
with the
God,
handle
bro.
that can shoot.
Derek Coleman, #1 overall pick, rookie of the year, one of my favorite players to go on and on. Hendo, you got number 5.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq should have had more rings if he would have stayed in a better shape. And that's what the ugly truth is about Shaq's game. If he would have stayed in better shape, he would be literally the best big man ever.
Yeah.
Number 4, Stanley Roberts.
Yeah, I thought about Stanley Robertson.
Now, if you guys don't know who
That's a
Stanley
good one.
Roberts is, he actually played with Shaquille O'Neal at LSU. Go look at those games. Stanley Roberts was the better player.
Yeah, he was better than Shaq.
When Shaq, and well, I wouldn't say when Shaq came to college. Believe it or not, Stanley Roberts was actually the better big man.
Yeah, he was the man.
Yeah, he was that dude. He could have been.
They had a whip.
He could have been maybe not as good as Shaq at the NBA level, but he definitely should have made a few All-Star games. He was that big, that talented. Just could not keep his weight under control. Number 4 for me, Stanley Robbins.
Number 4 for me, man. Big dog Wayne Robb, dog. The dude was doing a lot of chilling, you know. It seemed like if he smoked less blunts and probably, you know what I mean, was less of a, you know what I'm saying, real nigga, then it seemed to me like he was supposed to be colder than too many niggas. And honestly, I never seen him fat and out of shape or nothing. It's just like, I don't know how serious he took working out. Like, if he was, I ain't gonna go Kobe level working out, but just like, and I ain't gonna say he wasn't a professional, you know what I'm saying? But at the same point in time, I don't see him putting in no extra days, bro, no exercising. I see this motherfucker doing a little bit more kicking it, you know what I'm saying? And I know him for checking motherfuckers, so it seemed like, you know, he probably had, you know, the spirit of a baller, but probably just the spirit of a street dude, really, like, you know what I mean?
Some niggas do it like that, man.
Like Zach Randolph or somebody, you know what I'm saying?
One of my favorite players out there barking. Hendo, who you got number 4?
Keep it a buck, man. Zion.
Oh yeah.
If Zion
I don't know how they ain't you across
put down the gumbo and all that stuff and actually got into prime physical.
He's actually gotten in better shape.
He's the fact
we
that
ain't seen it for long.
the fact that we have to talk about a rookie who had to get fat and now he's getting in better. This is something you should have been on. This is the regiment you should have been on. But no, you let the gumbo.
They did send a hungry nigga to New Orleans, though.
I mean, come on,
they
man.
should have asked him if he liked that kind of food. He said, yeah.
But listen, but you have to have some type of control. You're trying to be a player. You have an image to fill, and you just getting big like this ain't in the works, bro. You gotta learn something. There has to be some resistance to this shit. Let's keep it a buck, man. Yeah. You should be on a rice diet.
You gotta be professional.
Chicken broth.
You gotta be a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you mean eating pork rinds,
nigga?
Come on, man. Let's real. One crawfish a week. Fuck you mean? You eating the whole bucket a day. What y'all got in the back? Come on, man. Keep it a buck.
One crawfish a day. Hell no. Number 3 for me, Robert Tractor Trailer, one of my favorite players of all time. R.I.P.
That's it.
I like that one.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. This sound tripped out too because I'm not even mentioning the dudes that's like that look big, but Allen Iverson, man. Allen Iverson, he, you know, I love AI, man. But
that's actually a good one.
Yeah, man. He wasn't I'm about to put in these 2-a-day types. Like, I don't feel like he would work out on the Pat Riley team. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is. I love AI. We all love AI. I'm just keeping it real. You know, he wasn't the guy who was going, like Kobe said, you know what I mean? Or like he said, you know, he invited Kobe to town, whatever, or they told wherever the fuck they was at, LA or Philly. And they went out to dinner, and after dinner, they said, all right, what you getting ready to do? Kobe said he was going to the gym to work out. Hey, I was going to the club. And that's just how it was, you know what I'm saying? AI still a killer. He probably more of a killer because he was doing all that with less work. But at the same point in time, if he'd have put in more work, and he was like a durable cat, just always playing, you know what I mean, like at least 70-something games a season. And come on, man, he would have been even more cold. Dude, that league was scoring at least once or some shit, 30, like 2 or some shit.
Oh yeah. Endo.
Shit, gotta be one of my favorites. Just couldn't take care of himself, man. Eddie Curry. If Eddie Curry would have hit the gym and kept some of that weight off him, maybe it wouldn't have took a toll on that heart as much. Maybe he'd still be in the league. Maybe he'd still be out here because Eddie Curry could give you buckets, and he was a very decent mid-range style outside shooter, and he could go to the middle. Let's be honest, man. If it wasn't for that heart condition, making him weird, you know, making him unstable to where you might not be able to pass health codes and stuff like that, shit, he'd probably still be hooping now. Let's keep it a buck, man. But Eddie Curry, man, I used to like dog, man. Very talented, in my eyes, you know, in that big position. When we talking about like Zach Randolphs and, you know what I'm saying, Zaustas and all that type of shit, he was very talented. He could stretch the floor. So.
Bills, who you got?
Would it be your number two?
No, that'd be my.
Yeah, it's all
Sorry,
good.
it's me, my fault. Number 2, I got Benoit Benjamin. L.A. Clippers. Go look at Benoit Benjamin numbers. I was always a thing. I remember being a kid watching him play. He had game, but he could never keep his weight under control. But when you look at his numbers, he had some really good solid years. I'm talking about 14, 8, and 2, 14, 13, 8, and he was a big time shot blocker, 7-footer. Used to call him Big Ben, Benoit Benjamin. Go check him out, man. Played for the Clippers. Could have been, absolutely should have been an all-star. But, yeah, could not keep his weight. But had some really good years with the Clippers.
Number 2 for me, shit. I got Charles Barkley, man. Charles fucking Barkley. You know, he was really at his peak performance when he was in his best shape in '93. You know, that was the year where he peaked. You know what I mean? As far as going the furthest and got made it to the finals and all that shit too. But if you look at his, you know what I'm saying, Paul, if you look at the man's body, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, that's when he was his best shape in the league the whole time. You know, but if he kept that up the whole time, though, man, I'm just saying, because he was bigger coming out of school, but like getting to the league, man, you gotta get right to it, man. That's just being a professional. And the faster you do that, the more you could have even helped that old ass team. They actually needed your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Dr. J was old as a motherfucker. Moses was getting old. Like, Moses went on to keep playing for a while, though. He was with the Washington Bullets and all them big shit, but yeah, same point in time, but like, yeah, man, not Shaq, but Charles Barkley, man.
That's crazy.
Number 2?
Yes, sir.
Antonio Walker. Antonio Walker just beat that.
Antonio Walker.
Antoine. My bad. Yeah, my bad. Antoine Walker. Played with the Celtics and played with the Heat. And then he got chunky.
Yeah.
If he could have kept some of that weight,
bro.
yeah, if he could have kept some of that weight, because remember, him and Paul Pierce made a nice little run in the playoffs before all that. It was him and Paul Pierce. It was just them two. And then Walker just couldn't make a shot. They just kept, dog went like 0 for 7 or 0 for 9 for the 3. Like, if he would have made any, like 5 of the motherfuckers that he pulled, like, they would have won them games. But Paul was looking for a wingman. He was but if he could have kept some of that weight, he was a decent shooter. He was a guy they was looking to 9 times to hit the bucket. He just had a couple guys have games like this. I've watched Porzingis have games. I've watched Harden have games like this. I've watched good shooters have games like that. But I felt like that kind of popped his little bubble, and you know, he never really rebounded. The next thing you know, he with the Heat coming off the bench. He put on a little weight. If he could have stayed in the gym, but yeah, he right. But if he could have stayed in the gym, he was a valuable player for a couple more years.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Number 1 for me, Eddie Curry.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Former number 4 overall pick.
That was nice, man.
A lot of people forget. He didn't work out in Chicago, but granted, they got drafted. He's out of Thornwood, Harvey, Illinois.
Knicks.
Didn't work out in Chicago, got drafted in 19. But I'm sitting here looking at his numbers. In 06-07, he had a really good season, best season of his career. 19.5 points per game and 7 rebounds. And he played a whopping 81 games that year. And started all 81 games. Really sad, actually tragic story.
Right.
Not only did he have a issue with his heart, and it seemed also his weight, that had an issue because he couldn't necessarily work out. But he just kind of fell on hard times. Said he made an estimated $70 million in the NBA, but in 2012, his $3.7 million mansion actually got foreclosed on. Yeah, and he also has 8 children.
Damn, that's where the money went. That's where the $7 million went. That's $10 million a piece.
Yeah. So
In arrears now. That's why he gonna pay for the rent.
Eddie Curry, man, definitely, in my opinion, one of the guys I think if he could have, a lot of stuff off the court. If he could have kept himself in shape, I think he would have absolutely flourished and had a really good NBA career.
Yeah, number 1 for me, man. I got Shaq, man. Like you said, man, this is supposed to be the coldest blow. He went to Miami to win 1. Nah, he should have won like 2 there too.
Shit,
bro.
they should have went on a triple dynasty with fucking Kobe. He should have never picked that attitude. They should still be over there, but like they should have been locked in. Kobe's tenaciousness ran Shaq off. They ran him to another motherfucking spot. They should have been locked in. Them niggas should have had one of the biggest.
He could have won a few places.
True, but they
should have LeBron too.
When they met up,
he did. It's probably best he didn't stay with the Lakers.
But what would happen?
I mean, I guess
when they met up together and they discussed everything, they said like shit. Kobe's tenaciousness is what ran him off because he was telling them like work out. And dog was like shit. He was like work out for who? Lottie Divac, Tim Duncan, David. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the ego was at the time. You know, so he just put on a weight.
I'm not bad at that. Who you got number one?
Shit, it gotta be AI, man. AI didn't practice, didn't work out, didn't do nothing. If this man would have worked out or even, considered practicing a little bit harder, this would have been one of the coldest point guards, scorers, or I guess shooting guard, you know what I'm saying? Shooting guard of all. I mean, he is, but he would have been better. Yeah. His longevity, his body wouldn't have broke down as easy. I refer to people like Curry, who at least works out. I've seen his muscle mass get a little better. Drew Holiday, another guy who works out. Rondo. They seem to have lasted a little bit longer. I just feel like his body kind of caved in. He had to do a lot more, but when you work out, you strengthen the density of bones, your muscles, and you're a little bit more durable. That's just what working out does for you. Kobe figured it out. Mike figured it out. All the winners figured it out. And I figured if he would have figured it out maybe just a little bit sooner,
Four-time scoring champ.
Yeah.
Four-time scoring champ.
Who was that? AI?
Yeah,
I'm about to say, yeah. Peep the one time he lost it. He lost it to Kobe, and because Kobe averaged 34, this nigga averaged 32.
Yeah, but Kobe,
that nigga lost his scoring
about
averaging 32 points.
Kobe's body was a little bit more durable that year. AI was fighting a lot of injuries going in and out these years. And let's be honest, he was missing these games too. There's a lot of games he had to sit, man. But in games, he was coming back, scoring 38, 40,
Allen Iverson
like
had to partake in the after night, the late night activities.
It was like a Harden. And Harden had to be like one of the honorable mentions because if Harden really focused on his game.
He worse than Harden because AI drink.
I mean,
AI can drink.
So he blow too, so.
Yeah, he can drink, bro.
I don't think we're going to be talking about NBA in this next segment, obviously in this next segment, but NBA 2K is scheduled to be released on September 5th, but has released some of the players' ratings. Bron and Luka are both 96. I'll name 10 NBA players. You tell me what you think their rating should be. All right, number 10, Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Keep in mind, LeBron is a 96, Luka's a 96.
I don't know what kind of bar that is. I don't believe that should be 96.
Ooh.
Luka can be 96.
Ooh.
Not LeBron. Ooh. Why the fuck will LeBron James be 96, man? No, tell me. If somebody could tell me why, like, what does he do?
Because when you've been the star of the league this long, they show you they did the mic for so long. That nigga would have been on the Wizards with a 98.
No, he wouldn't.
I swear to God, man. Go look at that motherfucker. He was like a 92.
First of all, he could do more.
He was 40-something. Getting a 92.
Offensively, he could do more, I think.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's just ratings off the game, though. They're just putting it on there.
Well, okay. What was the question again?
What Ant-Man's rating, nigga?
Ant-Man be motherfucking about with that 3 ball. I'm gonna say he about at least a 93.
93?
Oh.
Okay. Hendo.
Shit, Ant-Man down there top 5 in the league, man. He gotta be a 94.
Yeah.
94?
Yeah. I respect anything from 92 to 95
his
or
defense.
96.
But see, the thing that puts him up there that you gotta give him a high rating
man.
for is not just his offense, but his defense. Dog plays very well defense, and you gotta be somewhere.
He could have a 96.
He
I
really
would
could.
make less of an argument if it was him with the 96.
But Luka's clutch shooting is a little bit better, and his finishing is a little bit better. And I don't know why they're giving LeBron a 96, but LeBron's actual finishing is not as bad. Where Ant-Man sometimes struggles with the shooting and the finishing.
That's true. But with
defense is what keeps his defense. But defense is what keeps him high, though.
He hit the most threes last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody made more threes than Ant-Man last year.
Yeah, but like, I get that.
He hit more than Steph.
But that's what keeps him in the 94 range though.
I got him in 95 now. My rate just went up.
95.
I had to think about it because you said the defense, and I'm over here thinking about the offensive side of the ball.
It's
I'm
94.
Like,
it's 94.
yeah, I'm giving him 90. If anybody deserves a high rating, it's a guy like this. It's a few dudes that deserve a 95.
And Jordan was typically 88, 89.
I said 94 and I'm standing on it. I'm not hearing none of what you're
Yeah,
saying.
man, because he wasn't that no
Yeah,
more.
they had him 89.
Yeah, that's just keeping it real. You know what I mean? He got old.
Yeah. They said what really took us down was his athleticism was in the 60s.
Yeah, Mike was smoking those cigars and the Wizards, man.
At number 9, it's be interesting to hear Hendo, Zion Williamson.
0.
What should his 2K rating be?
0.
How would I have it? Any idea?
Zion, honestly,
basketball.
Zion currently right now, respectively, should be anywhere between like an 86 to an 88 because we haven't seen this game, but there's talent there. This man is a massive 230 pound and maybe 260 now, 250, who knows? But guy who has like a 34, fucking 38, fucking 36 centimeter vertical. This man can really jump out the fucking gym at his size. He can shoot decently. Well, we don't know what he's worked on. There is talent there. There's enough to
He
peak.
got a nice handle. Nobody talking
But
about
yeah, but it's limited because you kind of know it's coming. He's going there. What you don't know is when he goes to his tweens and stuff like this, that he can bounce just like that. That's what's underrated because when we think about him, it's always the dunking. Well, this motherfucker's taking one dribble and then taking it off on a motherfucker. He's 7 feet away. Like, that's the thing. He's 230 pounds. Once he's midair, nobody's stopping that. You make contact, he's dunking all on you. But, like, he's worked on his shot. Is defensively and chemistry-wise, can he be effective? There's talent there, but can he fit in on a team-wise? Because that talent right there is not going to win you playoff games. It gets you into playoff games. It doesn't win you playoff games. He needs to learn a little bit more stuff. It does. It gets that type of talent gets you there.
I don't know.
That's Blake Griffin type talent. That shit got them to the playoffs. That's Blake Griffin type talent. It gets you to the playoffs. It doesn't win playoff games.
He's better than Blake. He got a deeper bag.
But I'm saying it's that type of talent, that types of shit gets you there. It doesn't win it yet. You need to be work team chemistry.
So you say
defense.
that's at 88.
I say 88 to 86.
Where you go?
I'm gonna say I have no fucking idea. First of all, but
Fuck.
going off, I'm keeping it real, man, because I like what you had to say about this shit. I'm gonna have to concur because I don't know what the fuck to expect. You know what I mean? But all just sheer ability, I don't want to really give him 90 because I don't know. But I
Never
never
give him a damn 90. Shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I give him 88. 89 feels a little bit too generous.
I would say 88 is perfect because of the injury. I would say 88, 80, 87, 88 would be perfect in my opinion. Number 8, Chet Holmgren.
The skill set is crazy. All he did was gas out to me. That's all he did was get a little tired. I understand it. But skill set wise, Chet gotta be like at least a 90, man.
Ooh.
He gotta be at least a 90 to me. Skill set is crazy, man. On the game too, that length to help you block shots, and he liked to play a little bit of defense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He might be around a 90 to me, yeah.
Hendo, where you got Chet?
89. There's so many people that's going to have high ratings on that team. You got to find enough to equal out because you understand SGA is probably going to be a 99 to a 98. And you got, a lot of other guys,
99.
whatever. They got a lot of other guys that motherfucking are going to be in the high 80s, like 89 to 90. So Chet's probably going to be like the second or third dude in there. So it's probably going to be an 89 to a 90 with him.
Okay. Number 7, be interesting. Tyrese Halliburton.
You're not going to be in the game. So the nigga hurt.
They should have on it
Yeah,
anyway.
he'll be on the game.
Yeah,
He'll still be able to play.
Listen, when they update the rosters and like when they go into this first season, he's not going to be in the roster because he hurt. So you can put him in and stuff.
No, they give you the option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can put him
To have
in.
the not injured, the players are not injured roster.
Yeah, but like I play online. You know what I'm saying? So when you play
I get
when
that.
you play online, he's not going to be available.
No,
So,
I get that, but he's still gonna have a rating on 2K because he'll still be available. for
Hallie
people
right
who don't play
now.
online.
Go ahead, Bi. Who you got? Where you go?
He's either like a 91 or a 92 to me. No, I can't make an argument for 94 and above. I can't make an argument for anything less than. He's not a 90 player to me. At the least, he's 90. You know, so I can understand. Understand anything from like 91 to like 94. But to me, I give him a strong 92.
Okay.
He nice.
Hendo, where you got him?
92 all day.
92?
Yep, not even a problem.
Really?
92, yep. Just because of the injury. Just because of the injury.
Does the clutch change anything?
I mean,
I think
yes,
that's what
but
make him 92.
I think 90.
Because he's not a perfect player.
I think 92 is a very respectable thing. Anything over 90 is sheer respect. Because there's a lot of guys that get a little bit doubted that I think are a little bit better. Like a nigga like Segunda, they'll probably have in the mid 80s, and I think he's a little bit better than that.
Fucked up.
But he's a better, to me, that he's a better.
See that.
But he's a better
I
player
wonder
than
what's
that.
Sengun's rating would be. That's crazy.
84, 85. No, fucking watch. Okay, watch.
You better tell him, man. You the motherfucker.
I told you about
I know,
Baby
but
Joe.
how they do these ratings sometimes,
He'll be
I
like an
hear.
89.
I can't see no higher than 88. No
He'll be
higher.
like an 89.
The ratings are skewed. They favorize. The ratings are sometimes favorized. Hence
I
why
believe you right now. This
Hence-
is what's fucking me up.
but
'Cause I
hence-
don't want this shit to be true.
But hence why
That
LeBron has a
motherfucker's
96. Bro, why would LeBron have a fucking 96? I can see Luka.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But
Come on, man. Like, let's be honest. They gonna have Kyrie lowball.
yeah, that's another nigga that's hurt too and shit.
Right. They gonna lowball him too.
Put that nigga.
AD gonna lowball. Watch. He gonna be a 92. Watch.
He's got a record.
And what? Wow. MB gonna be a 94. Ain't played since motherfucking 03. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, he'll be like an 88, 89.
All
He
right.
was an 87 on last year game.
Oh,
Sengun.
I'm telling you, he'll be an 88. Watch.
They'll probably I'll say probably
he was in the
89,
playoffs
90.
this year though too.
Yeah, he was like an 89. And he was also, he was like
Yeah,
89,
man.
90.
Yeah, I think he'll be a 90.
Because he's better than Chet right now.
Yeah, I'd rather have him over Chet all day long. Yeah,
Yeah, but we'll see.
Number 6.
We'll see.
This will be
Favoritism.
interesting, man. I want to hear what y'all think. Joel Embiid.
I have no fucking idea. Again, here we go with this shit, dog. What's your, bro? What the fuck am I supposed to say, dude? So okay, we just threw a number out there a second ago.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Really, if he's at the, do he look
This
like
is
the
2K
MVP in the
now.
league
This is 2K.
before he was just hurt, man? Like, come on, man. He was looking like one of the coldest big men ever before he got hurt. What was that?
Which time?
A year and a half ago.
They get hurt every other breath.
Whenever he was looking like the MVP that damn year.
Every time he
He was
finished
scoring
deep
a
breath.
point a minute.
Yeah,
He was
but
scoring more than a point a minute.
the motherfucker was doing everything. He was
Yeah.
cold. His skill set is cold as hell. So as far as skill set, the last thing I seen him do as far as skill set, and we think that he healthy on the game, I'm gonna have to get Joel Embiid a motherfucking 95.
Okay.
If that's what that is, if that looks like that, yeah. If LeBron James is 96, then Joel Embiid is definitely 95.
That's a good point. That's a good fucking point. I didn't think of it like that. Endo.
I'd say like a 92.
That's what I was thinking.
I say injuries has a lot to
Yeah,
play, but
that's
skill
what I
set
was
is
thinking.
always going to be there.
91, 92.
We really got to
That's what I was
look at,
thinking.
you know, what you performed in, how you're in the league. I know you're injured, but, you know, we're looking at all-around stats and just be
swayed
respectful.
me with the Sengun argument because you started talking
Hey,
about Sengun and LeBron, how they just rate motherfuckers on the game. So that got me looking at Embiid like, are they gonna say he MVP?
I do got a question for y'all. I don't play with injuries on. Y'all don't know how I get down. It's okay.
That's so weird.
But it's not. It's great actually.
Deep dish piece.
Facts.
But who
fire.
what if does injury really affect a player when you're playing 2K? Say if you had like a Derrick Rose, a player that is injury prone. Does that really happen on 2K like
Man,
that?
that shit don't be happening, man. I'm about to
Shit,
play.
it-
I'm
it
about to
depends.
stand
It all
on you like a
depends.
motherfucker.
When you're playing into like a season or a franchise
Right.
factor, like sometimes
okay.
they can come in there and get those. It's kind of rare, but You would see it more like if you were playing like a season of Madden franchise, injuries pop up.
Okay.
I don't really see that during the season. I play all stages of, you know what I'm saying, 2K. You don't really see that injury pop up as much on the 2K as you would like a Madden.
So injuries isn't that big of a deal when it comes to 2K per se.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. It can come in, but it's not something like, you can figure it out something easy. Not like that.
So it wouldn't take him from a 95 to a 91 just because of injuries.
If you're still playing with them, if you brought him in, like if it said like dog had like a hurt ankle or a bad back or something, dog would, you know, his rating would go from like a 97 to like an 88 or something like that, or to a 92 or something like that, while he's playing with the bad back type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. But he can still play.
Yeah. But he won't be like if that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say that rating, you know, I take in accountability of what that rating is. Because normally like a guy like Halliburton probably should be like a 96 as well. But, you know, due to like injury and what's going on, that brings
takes
that
down
value.
to 91, 92.
Exactly. That's what brings that value down. And that goes for anybody. Like Kyrie, easily a motherfucker that should be a 95. But currently right now, probably like a 90, 91 type stuff, maybe a 92 and stuff due to injury.
Tick-attack injuries.
Right. AD's a perfect example too. Easily a guy should be a 96, but due to injuries, 93, 94, shit like that. Same thing I had to put in with
I'm
NBA.
counting that defense. There's so many things you go into adjusting players as far as attributes and all of that shit. It's so much extra shit where it's like, yeah, motherfuckers ain't really good at that. So that brings all of their ratings down to me. Like everybody rating come down. Like I'm not sure if anybody on this game should be. Oh, I guess 96, I can get that. But, like, no 99. Not this year. There's not a 99 player out there.
I think SGA might have been the only 99 for me.
No.
I think if he has to be a 99 player every year, then you can pick one.
That's what I'm
But,
saying,
like,
yeah.
I don't think that...
SGA would have been it for me.
I don't think anybody had that 99.
I don't think there should be a 99 player
Joker's
every
done
year.
it once,
Because it make
twice,
everybody
maybe.
seem
He was
like...
literally
on
that
level.
cold.
Yeah.
Averaging triple doubles in the playoffs.
And some of them old school dudes, man, that shit is up too high. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm an old head, but you ain't finna tell me some of these motherfuckers off Bill Russell them team was that nice though. Like they just knocking shit the fuck down.
What you
like,
think Barkley should be? Overall.
Barkley?
Yeah, if you was to get Barkley just an
In his
overall.
prime?
Just an overall, just a
Overall his whole career.
it just be him,
in
just his
prime?
2K right now. You could be sold. Like Mike would be a 99. Elijah Wan would probably be like a 98. You know what I'm saying? Overall, over all time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Charles gotta be at least a 97.
97. You
I
gotta
can
see
see at
that.
least a 97.
Talk about MVP Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
I'm talking, man.
KD would probably be like a 99. He could do everything.
It ain't nowhere in the world he's supposed to be doing all that shit he was doing. He
Yeah,
was too short, he was too fucking heavy.
Yeah, it's like
There's
that's
nowhere in the
short.
world this motherfucker should have been doing the shit he was doing, dog. In the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Like anywhere, nah. That shit is unbelievable to me. On the real.
Number 5, Cade Cunningham.
That's strong.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go for him on the game. I want his number to be higher than what it's probably gonna be. For him on the game, I'm thinking they probably gonna pull off I'm gonna say 90. I'm gonna say 93. Yeah, dog is nice. It'd be nice if he was nicer so that team is better to play, more fun to play with.
They should be good this year. Better this year.
90.
90.
90. I think
respect that.
he worked up from what he was last year, which I think was like an 86, 87, maybe an 88. This is 90. This is the respect given. You know, I'm sorry, you're on the Pistons still. 90.
Yeah, that's why I would give him a 91. 90. I would give him a 91.
Let's keep it a buck, though.
No, that Piston team is going to be good.
Yeah, it's good, but it's
They
still
were
the
in the
Pistons.
playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that's
They
cool.
gave
That's
the
cool.
Knicks a run for their money.
Is Beasley even be on the game
You
right
got
now?
Jalen Duren on that
that
team.
Is Beasley even gonna do? They
It's
ain't got
alright.
that
You got
outside
a
shooting.
you got a Sir Thompson on that team.
All right, man. Listen.
That Detroit Pistons team they'll be better than the Bulls,
Okay.
hands down. They will be good.
They're going to struggle against Orlando. And they're going to struggle against Cleveland. They're going to struggle against the Knicks. I'll keep going.
They took the Knicks to the brink.
I mean, that doesn't matter to me. They lost. I mean, it's cool taking the Knicks to the brink. They still fucking lost. They made it to the playoffs and fucking lost. That's how I look at it. I'm sorry. You can make it to a game 7 and all this type of shit. I mean, but you still fucking lost, nigga. Like
that means a lot for a Detroit team that's been in purgatory for years, though.
That they lost in the first fucking round and no, I'm sorry, no.
The fact that
they're doing better. Yes, they're doing better. They might take the spot of Indiana if they continue better, but that relies a lot on that. But it relies too much on what Cade Cunningham can and can't bring. That's why they're not a real, true team to me, because they rely on one man too much.
I just named off 3
Next
players.
year,
I know, but they rely on him in clutch time.
last year.
Exactly.
And I see it like
They're
that.
gonna be what Houston was last year.
And I see it like
the
that.
East.
But the difference is, the Rockets got some clutch players, some indecisively clutch players. Like
That whole West is more stacked. That's why I say in the East.
Right.
Because they can be to the East what
But
Houston was to the West.
Right, but
as far as competitively speaking, playing a lot of defense
Yep.
and being high on the motherfucking like.
But
number
just like
2
you
or
said
3
though,
seed.
but just like
they
you
for
said
gonna
though,
spend some time at the 3 seed next
they're
year.
missing a key scorer that can come in time, and Cade can't do it all the time, because when you get into a
That's all
playoffs,
they
they hone in on him,
That's all.
and
they
it makes it
missing.
so much. So they need another scorer over there to be successful. So I see them being very good, but
And
they
the
struggle on the
outside
scoring tip. But they really struggle until
And
they get
the
a true
outside
scorer.
shooting.
Right. That exactly.
On the real.
Exactly.
And I don't know if Beasley even gonna be on the game. Beasley in trouble. I'm just saying, he in trouble right now, man. You got to figure that out, man. I hope that work out for you, cuz.
Please. Number
Please.
4, Chris Paul.
Ooh, man, he old. He real old.
I'm gonna get this out the way. 89, nigga.
89 for Chris Paul.
89, man. His playmaking.
Shit.
His playmaking is top dollar. He'll probably be starting. I don't think he's coming off the bench.
Played all 82 games last year.
Played, like I said, 89, man. 89. I give him 89, 88. Somewhere in there.
I give him 85.
Damn, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, 85.
He's just so old now.
Yeah, backup point guard.
Yeah.
That's great for a backup
Yeah,
point
he
guard.
played
actually.
20 something.
I don't think he was a backup back. Oh yeah, did he? He was on and off.
He backed up.
He was on and off.
Because remember they got Fox.
Vassell.
That's why they went out and got De'Aaron
Yeah.
Fox.
No, but they had Vassell as a rookie.
Hey, he was a backup.
No, there's Stephen Castle.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Castle. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why he
that's
was
Castle.
the backup. Number
That's
3.
tops.
Did you say? Oh, you just right. Number 3, Jalen Williams of OKC. The one,
I already thought about that.
the one that's an all-star, not the
91.
other one. 91.
Yep, the All-Star, yep, 91. That's why I'm at with it. No more than 92 for me.
Okay. And Jalen Williams, OKC.
89.
You ain't there yet, huh? Okay.
Nah, not quite, man. He's not, man.
I like the 91 off the logic of, I think you said Chet will be a 90.
I said Chet would be a 90.
Right, okay.
But
And
there's
he
only
could-
so
I
many
thought
you
about
can
this
put on
already.
there.
I said Chet.
Yeah.
That's why I gave Chet the
Yeah,
90.
I like the
'Cause
91.
I feel like dude is better
He's
than
better
him.
than Chet.
Yeah.
Right now, he's better.
Yeah, he better.
He's their second option.
I
Yeah,
know, I
yeah.
know,
That
I
ain't no
know.
question.
Alright, yeah, I can see it. Still.
He said still.
Yeah.
At number 2.
I could go as far as giving him 92.
Number 2, Wamba Wamba, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh shit, that's hard to judge because I don't know offensively how aggressive he play. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as how he gonna take it, you know, how many shots he gonna get, what shots he gonna take, shot selection. No one knows things that help me just because it's all talent alone. I still got to get this motherfucker like a 90 fucking 3 or some shit.
Jesus.
Dude, his talent alone is just too crazy.
It's production.
On defense,
It's production.
he loves to block shots on the game, and he long as hell on a video game. You just be tossing people shit. He can actually shoot threes, so you actually pull up for 3 sometime, but you actually can just take somebody off the dribble, just lean in and lay the ball up. This is a video game. There's no way he should be less than 93. Like that length actually means a lot.
24, 11, 3.7 assists. He's been in the league 2 years already, 2-time block champ. rookie of the year?
My number, fam, I'm gonna keep it modest. I'm gonna say a 94. No, I'm gonna say a 93 to keep it modest for real. 93.
Okay. Hendo, how you feel?
92. Respectfully.
Ben?
Wemby?
Yeah.
Yeah, 92, man. Just because
What you
I like what they give in slot.
94, 95.
Man, see, and I can't really,
94,
I can't.
95.
I understand all of these numbers.
Victor's a
I don't have a
problem.
problem.
But
with
see,
any
I
of
can't
these
put the
numbers.
consistency in there because I played with him on the game, and there's some shots he can make, and there's some shots he can't fucking make, and that's just like in real motherfucking life. There's some shots he got, and there's some, just respectfully, what I was seeing him play this year, and what I've seen off last year. That's just where I gotta go with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just respectfully, because there's a lot of guys out here that really got their game down. So I'd be kind of disrespecting a lot of other guys right now. Seeing what I've seen off what I've seen. These, okay, you say that, but these niggas what in the playoffs?
What is that? I'm not.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
what are you
saying.
So he not. So he didn't give you 24.
No,
the
he-
second year he gave
he
you
did.
24, 4 blocks,
Right.
4 assists,
I got
a
you.
steal, and 11 boards.
But that's not saying
That's
what.
not what
But
he's
that,
saying.
that's not saying what he
He's trying to
gave
use
up.
Paige Becker's argument.
No, I get that.
Paige Becker's and Kaylee
I
Clark.
get that, to
You
make
said
players
Kaylee's
better.
team went to the
Yeah.
playoff. It was just a little part of your argument. So he threw that little tidbit right back.
No, I
at you.
get it.
I was
get
just
that.
saying, it does factor into things maybe just a little bit in your opinion. You pick Caitlin, and that was one of the little factors.
It was.
Tidbits that you tossed in. Well,
It was.
winning,
But
counts,
he also got hurt. And
Rob
that was-
Horry. Now you just got to throw
What
in
about Rob
some
Horry?
Tourette shit.
All are good. All are good.
You know what? I had to do it though. I couldn't stop.
Hall of
Definitely
good.
a Hall of Famer.
And I like Hall.
Definitely a Hall of Famer. Him and Dennis Rodman are the best role players in NBA history. They're the best role players in NBA history.
Robert
You
Horry,
can't tell me
you know-
nobody better. You gotta go back to a Bill Russell team. Wasn't none of them niggas no damn
Vinnie
Dennis
Johnson,
Rodman.
Benny Johnson,
Never.
Ricky Pierce.
With Fox.
Give me Ricky Pierce.
Never.
Ricky Pierce.
Those
all
guys, no, never.
Two
They were
times.
not
Tony
switching.
Allen.
They weren't switching teams and winning like this.
Ricky Pierce made the All-Star team with 6 man.
He did not win a championship with 2 different teams.
No, he didn't. But he was.
Yeah, these guys are different. They know what the fuck they do, what they bring to a team, and they do it on a championship
I
level
love Robert
to
Horry.
the tune of a whole bunch of rings between the two of these motherfuckers.
It's you can make the argument that he's possibly a Hall of Famer, but I think when you do that, you're gonna open up the door for him.
No, you won't.
Open the
I
door
mean,
for
there's
him.
not
You
a
close
lot that can
door.
do that.
You could close the door with him, but the door can still be open for the right person. That's what you do. But you close that door right behind Rob Horry.
I don't know.
He gets special with that, man. It ain't nowhere in the
Yeah,
world.
like a
The
couple guys
nigga
that's
with the
behind
most
him, like
rings.
a Draymond Green. There's only a couple niggas like behind him, niggas that catch shit like that.
No, Draymond is in a different category because Draymond was probably at least the third option.
You
Robert Horry
can't
was
write the
You can't put an
of
Al
the
Horford
NBA
there.
without
Can't-
including Rob Horry's name. You
I
can't write
know.
the story of the NBA without including his
Totally
name.
agree. Being wide open. Sorry.
Hitting shots,
Yeah, wide
hitting
open
game
shots.
winners, buzzer beaters,
Wide
game
open
winners
shots,
in
buzzer
the
beaters.
playoffs.
Wide
Time
open.
and time again.
Nobody near him.
You know how many motherfuckers miss wide open shots? I seen Michael Jordan
A
missing
lot.
wide open shots.
No, I
Some of the
I
best.
definitely seen Michael Jordan
also
missing wide open
scored, watched
shots.
him score 37.
I seen Michael
man.
Jordan missing game winners.
Yeah, but he also has the most in NBA history too.
Yeah, Rob Horry got a few memorable ones himself.
He got a few memorable.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they all came to
First ballot, all of good. Number 1, Kawhi Leonard.
I don't know why you picked all these beat up, injured ass, old ass niggas on this motherfucking list for us to judge. Like we supposed to know what the fuck Kawhi Leonard.
That's the purpose. It can't be easy.
How many games he played last year? Because it seemed like he played a lot of them games, but what happened right on time and playoff? It's like the last game of his playoff season every year, he's sitting on the bench watching it. He watching it just like us. That motherfucker is not playing in that last game. He is always hurt, bro.
37 last year.
37 out of
27.5, 5.9, 3.1 assists.
37 games out of 82. Come on, brother. That's 40. We done missed 45 games, brother. Come on, brother.
64, 58, 86, 64, 72, 74, 9, 60, 57, 52, 52, 68, 37. That's the amount of games he's played every year he's been in the league.
Yeah,
He's never played more than 74 games.
man. We just hope you get right, man. I ain't even finna sit up here and like shame you, like motherfuckers gonna be injured and shit. If that's your career. That's your career. You know what I'm saying? We seen Brad Doherty be cold. You know what I'm saying? You did more than Brad Doherty. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put some respect on your name, but same point in time, I don't know what to give you on no motherfucking rating on the game.
That's
like
hilarious.
What the fuck I'm supposed to say?
Say
I mean,
something? No.
Shit, Kawhi Leonard, if he healthy and he playing, if Kawhi Leonard is healthy and he is playing
Is he a Hall of Famer?
next year, it's Kawhi Leonard. You can't write the story of the NBA without Kawhi
That's a
Leonard.
very easy question. Yes.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Ask Toronto if he's a Hall of Famer.
13 years in the league, 20 points per game, six assists, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 rings,
Yeah.
1 Finals MVP.
Yes.
Average 2 steals a game.
Yes.
1.7 for his career.
Yes.
That's a lot of steals per game
Yes. The answer is
for
yes.
a career.
And you've missed all these season games. So think about it. You've missed all these games. The thing I'm gonna tell you is Kawhi Leonard is a 93 currently because when he plays, he's the most effective person on the floor. And I know injuries and playing time and games missed, but when he plays specifically, he still can average shit like this. So understand, he's played 38, 58 fucking games out of an 82 season and averaged those numbers. Like, that's nuts. So what are you doing when you are playing? Balling the fuck out. This is easy. It's a 93. 93, easy. For me?
Okay.
I mean, he'd be better than LeBron and them and shit like that. He'd have a higher number, but LeBron played a lot more games.
See, I wanted to give him a low number. Now you go back to LeBron. He's better than LeBron than me right now. I'll take him over LeBron right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he only played
Because-
half the season.
and then
LeBron
again,
gonna
it's
give
like,
you a
what do
whole
you
season
choose?
of a double-double. LeBron gonna give you a whole
If they
season of
both
20 and
healthy.
10. Kawhi is gonna give you 38 games
actually-
of 38 and 4.
If they both healthy, if they both 100% healthy though, I'm actually still taking LeBron James over motherfucking Kawhi. It's a slight edge though. It's a slight edge because I really like Kawhi Leonard though. I like his style of ball where he
play
brings
better
to the
defense to me.
team. That part too. It's a few different things. I can go on and on about either one of them do better or what I would choose. But as a rating though, I'm gonna have to get Kawhi to 91. And it's not even the availability part. That's like if you're 100% healthy, you know. I haven't really seen him like take over games as much as I used to type shit. Like, you know, he's still very effective and he do his thing. But he ain't the best player on the floor sometimes no more. Like a lot
What?
of times. He ain't the best player on the
On
floor.
that team, he is. When he plays healthy, he is.
Yeah.
He is the best player on that Clipper team. He is the best player on that Clipper team when healthy and coming off. Yep, he is. And when
Yeah,
he
he's
goes
the
to
best
any
player.
other team, he is normally the best player because
That nigga
he's a
Powell was
perimeter
holding it
two.
down for them niggas. They dumb as hell. I don't know why the hell they got rid of that nigga.
That was what it is. It's
I don't know
management. It's
why
the
the fuck
team.
they got
Shit,
rid
keep
of
it
that
up.
nigga. What?
Them niggas.
Just bring in Bill.
I mean,
Man.
hey, my man said, what else?
Bring in Bill. That was their plan.
Okay.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't have did
That
it.
was the plan, B.I.
Me personally, I wouldn't have did
I'm
it.
not getting rid of that guy.
Follow the plan, nigga.
Yeah, he played phenomenal with Kawhi being out. Should have been All-Star. LeBron took his spot. Moving right along, man. Bills, please tell these people what time it is.
Trade yourself. It is that time, huh?
It is that time.
Alright, shit, I hate to bring up old shit, but whatever. We're going back to the WNBA, man, the women's pay, man, for the trade yourself, man, segment this time. Probably ain't gonna like this. But, it took the NBA over 40 years to start paying motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, the motherfuckers want to watch, you know, if motherfuckers will watch, this wouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because the problem is motherfuckers ain't watching the game. If there was more interest and eyes on it, it'd be generate more money. You know what I mean? But this is a business. You know what I mean? And you tell me what billionaire people are taking chances with their returns. No billionaire operate business people operate like that. You know what I mean? Like, so this is the question I wanted to ask. If they went on strike, how many people like notice? You know what I mean? Like after like a month or two or some shit like that. Like if the NBA go on strike or NFL go on strike, the fans get so damn thirsty, you fuck around and gotta get some scabs or some shit, my guy. WNBA go on strike, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, me personally, I mean, I don't know if the casual fan, you know what I'm saying, really gonna even notice like that. But same point in time, they just need more patience for the league, you know what I'm saying? The income is gonna motherfucking come, you know. And right now, I feel like they should just enjoy their legacy, you know what I mean? Like the old Larry Bird and them niggas, like, they knew they was getting paid more than like working like a regular job or something. They were happy to be on that floor busting your ass. Go out here and kill some motherfuckers, man, you know what I mean? Like real shit, I feel bad for the motherfuckers, the older people who don't get paid as much, you know, in entertainment, you know, whether it's, you know, singing, rapping, motherfucking playing basketball, NFL, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's just how it is, man. You gotta generate that money to start this shit up, kick this shit off. And it's gonna take time to develop to be that, you know, and to demand that, you know, I don't want to say prematurely because, you know, you're asking for what you deserve. And 9.3 don't sound like, you know what I'm saying, don't sound fair to me. But like, same point in time, y'all come back to that room, negotiate again. At that point in time, the new agreement gonna be on the table. So y'all gonna get y'all a chunk of the money, man. You know, I do have, we supposed to speak up with y'all and I hear that. We feel y'all, but at the same point in time, though, it is what it is. And a lot of motherfuckers been through this shit. You know, for old heads who've been watching shit like this forever, you can't tell me the Chuck person got a whole bunch of money right now. He probably do, but it ain't like $70 million a year. You understand what NBA contracts about to be looking like in a year?
Real.
Somebody's gonna have, I forget who the fuck they said it was. He was like,
basically like $1 million a year, $1 million a game.
$1 million a game, right? It's what's her name? Devin Booker gonna be looking at next year. That's already, this contract is already whatever, but it's like $1 million a game next year, man. For fucking Devin Booker. Somehow his contract is set up like that. They was comparing this contract. I seen some split screen shit to like the whole WNBA players, whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's been this many years in existence. You know what I mean? Which y'all been in existence for what?
28.
40?
28.
Or 30?
No, 26, 28 years.
So yeah, basically 30 years. Well, that shit started, what, the 50s? So you talking about the 80s? Because you can't tell me Robert Parrish was making a whole bunch of money on the court. I'm just saying, now, if you look at Magic Johnson or something, maybe, you know, the best businessman ever created in sports, you know what I'm saying? Or you can look at Robert Parrish. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, at that time, you know, he got what the league was offering. I mean, but what he took pride in was killing the Lakers and fucking motherfuckers up.
Let's keep it a buck.
12 million.
Let's keep it a buck.
Network is around 12 million. He made 27 million in his career.
That's fire. And Devin Booker is gonna make that in what 12 games?
Yeah.
Or
Magic ain't make shit.
He'll make what he made his
Bird
career
ain't make shit.
In 27 games.
28.
Mike ain't make shit. Mike made more endorsement money than he did like career money. Like trying to. I'm just saying,
he
like
didn't get his
it wasn't.
money.
It wasn't
He retired.
Some of that
he
shit.
made a lot on the back end.
Right on the Nikes and shit like that. George.
Contract wise, like his last 2 years.
I mean, yeah, but you trying to tell? Listen,
million.
Mike made more money off the points that he was getting from Nike than he was getting signed for all that type of shit. He was making more of the ballpark Franks, hot dog commercials, and the battery commercials and shit than he was doing off. Let's keep it a buck because he was Mike. That's what it was.
Let's keep it a buck because the TV deal was split between like NBC and like, you know, it was bogus. It wasn't nationally televised like that yet. They didn't have the TV deal, the TV money,
really
a lot of other endorsement money. When you gotta wait to progress to that, your popularity has to get to the point where these other names want to attach themselves to yours, and y'all make an agreement where y'all both benefit and money is allotted. You know what I'm saying? In that circumstance, and that's what true sponsorship is, and that's what they need to gain, and they will. You know, they already starting to do that, so they're on the right track.
And who need to trade themselves this week?
Shit, man. This is like a 3-way tie right now. I'm going to literally probably say in this order, man. The Redskins for not sitting here and putting and investing money into that wide receiver, man. This man was one of the main. Well, he was the main reason why they were so successful last year. I would say he's probably about a good 30 to 20% of why they were successful on the offensive end.
That quarterback got there. He's just catching the ball from anybody.
If you're going to sit here and rely on a Debo to be his spot, you're going to lose. All right? You need both these guys on here to be successful. The fact that he's requesting the trade right now means that his negotiating team is done fucking with y'all, man. It's over. It's a wrap. Nigga, you pissed me off. You know how much work I put on for y'all last year, which he did, and I understand him, and I understand what's going on, but this is the type of guy you need on your rosters for you to be successful as you were the year before. If you put all this weight on Debo, you're gonna regret it. Second part, man. Goddamn Cowboys, man. How the fuck don't you sit here and give motherfucking Parsons this money? Like, I understand this shit, but like, I understand why the Bears didn't give, you know what I'm saying, ours and stuff, because we didn't want to negotiate with it, because we ended up getting, you know, 2 other pieces, but no, not Khalil, man. The one, my man that went to Baltimore.
What's Roquan?
Roquan. We didn't want to pay him. We didn't want to make it, but we were bleeding money. The Cowboys aren't bleeding money. They've actually been on the cheap end of actually getting this coaching staff they put together. It's just they're kind of on the cheap end. They don't pay people like this. I don't really see them eating a whole lot except for that contract they had with Mike McCarthy because they fired him. They're paying him, but you don't want to go cheap on defense because when a talent like this leaves, this is a reset on the defensive end. And you don't want to visibly show that right now because that is bad for business.
But motherfuckers have done it. They did that with Khalil Mack with the Chargers and the Bears.
Yeah, but we were eating a fat, ugly contract coming from, you know what I'm saying, from Oakland. We were eating that ugly ass contract, but that was part of the deal. Like, this is a new contract. They don't want to give this guy, and this guy's easily one of the top 10 linebackers, you know, in his position. Yeah. So this is the type of guy that you should lock in. But the fact that he's requesting a trade and saying that he doesn't want to play for Dallas no more, that's heavy, bro. That's heavy. That's a kick in the face. This is a generational talent.
He sat back and watched everybody get paid.
That's why it's so
Crosby
tough.
Just got
That's
paid.
why it's so tough.
Garrett just got paid.
That's why it's so tough.
White just got paid.
Hey.
Somebody else just got paid. I can't remember. And he just sat back and watched all of them get paid.
That's why it's so tough.
And you
and
feel
then
like
for
the best.
the last one and final, it got to be the fucking Bulls once again for sitting here and re-signing this bum-ass goddamn coach. I'm so sick of y'all wasting money on this motherfucker, and I'm sick of, we are professional play-ins at this time. We're not even a real team. We have a professional play-in team. We make it to the play-in, and I don't know how the fuck Billy Donovan is staying with a contract, and all he do is make it to the play-in every year. We are the world's most mediocre basketball team. We are literally like Brazil. That's what we are. We are a Brazil team in the NBA. They're terrible.
I don't know what that means.
That means they're terrible, nigga. That means if we were to take the current Brazil team and just put them in here, put them right, and put them into the NBA, that's what we look like. There's a little bit of talent, but not enough to make it anywhere else. That's it.
Oscar Smith was pretty good.
A little bit of talent, but not enough to. A little bit of talent, but not enough to win.
Oscar Smith, that dude.
Yep, but
I don't know. I don't know what he's done to prove anything.
To get a re-sign.
For real, how do you get
But
that?
there's so many better coaches out here that's available to be like signed, and this is what we're dealing with, and we're trying to hope this gets us over the hump. This is going to be another mediocre 5 to fucking 8 years with a middle team that we're just going to be in the middle of everything. We're not going to get no good picks. We're not going to get no good players. We're not going to be a landing destination. It's nothing. We're going to end up catching Kevin Durant on his motherfucking 28th year, come back here and just trying to be a shooter or something. That's all it is, man. It's just,
We won't even get that.
no, that's because that's a dumbass deal we'll do. And we'll give him a max contract, $250 million for 3 years. Like, it's just something we'll do. That's something we'll fucking do.
Trade yourself.
Yeah.
For me, it's actually
So bad.
Jerry Jones this week. He
Yes.
traded, so
Yes.
I think Jerry Jones, he's done a good job with the Cowboys, but it's been such a long. I don't understand why he does this every year, where he waits and waits and waits, and then
Is it for
and
clout? Is it for
I think
to be in the news?
I think it's really to be in the news, because Michael Parsons is not serious about saying somebody to trade him. That's just a ploy.
You don't think he would really go?
He said he does not want to be in Dallas no more.
That does not matter, because I guess somebody else said the same. Guess who else said that? Miles fucking Garrett.
Yeah, he sure did.
And then they gave him that money, and guess what he said?
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be a Brown.
Yeah.
So it's the
I
same
love
fucking
hearing
thing, Michael Parsons. This is all a game where you understand who his agent is to put it out there. Michael Parsons understands that Jerry Jones like having the Dallas Cowboys name in the spotlight. He did the same thing with CD Lamb. He waited right up until the last minute and paid him, and then had to overpay him.
And then he overpaid.
Then he with CD I'm fine, because CD is a top 3, in my opinion, top 4 receiver in the league.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott did the same thing and absolutely overpaid for Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
And my personal
Can't do that
opinion,
for Dak.
me personally, I would have traded Micah during the NFL draft. Micah Parsons is really good. I was bullshit when I said when I want him on the Bears. I think he will be good with Sweat. But I think when you look at Micah Parsons and you look at his raw numbers, he does really well against subpar teams.
Yeah.
When you talk about motherfuckers that are just as good, just as big as him,
I said that about Matt.
he becomes non-existent.
Yeah, it's been too many games, and they ain't
Where
no
he
why,
flat out
bro.
disappeared.
I said that about Matt.
He disappeared.
Mac has great games. He'll have a game against like
But
Cleveland. He'll
Mac-
have 5 tackles or
but
5
Mac-
sacks or
Mac-
some
Mac
shit.
won't
Then go
disappear,
3.
though.
But yes, he will.
No,
He does the
he'll-
same shit.
He will still get pressures. Khalil Mack will still get pressure. He'll still stop the run. Buddy is not good at stopping the run. And if he isn't attacking the quarterback, he isn't doing nothing. He will absolutely disappear.
That's why I can see him getting traded.
But that's what I'm saying. I would have traded him during the draft. That way you're getting draft capital.
I don't think.
Cause now, what the fuck you gonna do? You can't let him walk.
No, because what it is you can make somebody going for a winning push. That's why they said people like the Eagles, the Bears, somebody who's actually going in for a winning system like that though.
It makes no sense to trade them there, because if they're going for a push, you're gonna let go of Micah Parsons for a 31st pick in the first round.
But at the same time, at least you're getting some, because you're not going to get a whole
you're not
lot.
gonna do that, bro.
But you don't know what else is going to be involved in that. It could be some extended on that. We could be doing deals the next 3 years with the motherfuckers for that shit. But that's the type of. But those are the type of teams that pull the trigger on stuff like that. That's all that I'm saying. Teams that actually are going for, like, I know it sucks to trade within the division
Yeah,
they're
I
not
would
gonna
not
do
know division or the conference. I wouldn't want to do any
They're not
Bears
gonna
or
do
the
that.
Eagles.
They're gonna pay him. We've seen this happen. They're gonna pay him. They're gonna overpay him, and then in 2 or 3 years they're gonna be saying, "How come Dallas doesn't have any playoff wins, or how come they've only won 1 or 2
They did
games?"
not have to do all of that. They sat back and watched all these other
Yes,
motherfuckers
you
keep
could have.
raising the
Yes,
bar.
they do it every fucking
You know what
time,
I'm
bro.
saying? Then, hey, let me go ahead and pay the most.
Yeah, I don't
The
get it,
going
bro.
on to keep this money.
Jerry Jones, train yourself, man. Respectfully, man. Somebody need to throw some rocks at you like you was throwing rocks at little black kids. Did I say that?
Damn, you did it.
Damn, my fault. Anyway,
You kicked off the airwaves now, nigga.
anyway, we gotta pay these bills, man. We gotta give a shout out, of course, man. I'm hungry, man. And if you hungry, please go check out Press Break, man, over on Rose and Monitor. Check out our brother Fred, man. cheesy beefs, man, the Chicago dogs, the pizza puff, the fries, man. Please press break, man. If you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin area, check them out. Some of the best Chicago food that you're going to find around. The best Chicago food you're going to find around here over at Press Break. Me personally, I like the airball, but that's a different story. But we also got to give a shout out. If you're in the La Crosse area, man, Jackson Plaza, a breath of fresh. Our brother Focus, man, does great work over there. Shoe restoration, retro kicks if you're looking for them, clothing. Check him out, man. He's always doing big things. Also, is it on Saturdays or Fridays? He got the egg rolls.
Saturdays.
Saturdays also got egg rolls, man. His wife makes some great egg rolls.
Every Saturday?
I heard they banging. So, man, does it get much better than that? Getting kicks and egg rolls? I don't think it much better than that, man. So go check out our brother Focus at a breath of fresh. Also, man, Fifth and King, JV, The Closet. More retro kicks, man. It's the summertime, man. I know brothers trying to get their kicks, before the winter hit. Go check out our brother JV at The Closet, Fifth and King. And then as well, man, we also need you guys. I'm looking for more players. August 17th, it'll be our first ever old school versus new school basketball one-on-one tournament. So we're looking for 10 old school players. They'll play each other one-on-one to decide who's the best. And then there'll be 10 new school players to play each other one-on-one to decide who's the best. And between those two, it's our first ever King of the Court. August 17th, man, over at Logan High. The tournament starts at 2 p.m. We'll be going to about 6:30. We'll be having the gym to 6:30 p.m. We're encouraging everyone to come out. It's going to be a good time, man. We're going to have a trophy, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Last time it got pretty competitive. I'm pretty sure this time, being one-on-one, it's also going to be very competitive. We're coming up with the rules right now. We're looking at possibly 3 dribbles. I think we can decide game to 7, and then the final game will be decided to 21. Maybe the final two O-heads. The final two O-heads, final two maybe go to 15, and then the final for King of the Court to go to 21. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. Endurance is gonna play a big factor. So hey, we want everybody to come out, support. Not sure if Fred, our brother over at Press Break, will be there to sell food. Still gonna be, he's trying to see, I know he said something about taking his daughter to college. I'm not sure if it'll be that weekend or not, but we going to hopefully maybe try to have food. If not, maybe try to have another vendor come in so we can have food, man. But man, we appreciate all the love. The last game was a lot of fun. People running their families out, man. And that's what we all about, man. Trying to bring positivity to the community, man. And hey, man, appreciate the love. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, man. Don't be dusty, man. I don't appreciate that. But of course, I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. Millie, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Great show. Happy to be back, man. I don't plan on going back to Chicago until my birthday, but hopefully I'm going to definitely be back for that show. But I'm going to let these brothers do their outros, and man,
It's your boy B, man.
Man, Hendo, Loaf, Honey Pack, I'm out.
156, that's a wrap.
I don't even know what you're supposed to say.
And the delay.
Hey, just got into it, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what we here, both the old Headz podcast. Yo, we coming from North States to the team at the Barclays. The old Headz podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to Job being 1. The